Coming up on Cedar Valley Today, the government talks about a potential for defunding Planned Parenthood.
And the Waterloo Center for the Arts offers a wide range of classes for artists in training.
And a new group on Wartburg's campus is helping give back to cancer patients. This is Cedar Valley Today. Hello and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Christina Alexander.
And I'm Kaylin Thompson. The United Auto Workers and Deere & Company are continuing to work on a new master agreement. The current agreement expires tonight at midnight.
The agreement between the companies and unions will cover 11 UAW unions and over 11,000 workers.
The Waterloo Art Center offers classes for those interested in developing their artistic abilities. Currently, there are 7 classes being offered. One class is being taught by local pottery artist Doug Reynolds. In his class, he lets his students work at their own pace while he gives them helpful advice.
I like working in this kind of an atmosphere just because it's so relaxed. You know, it's not a graded type of classroom. You know, you come in, it's people that really want to learn and just be introduced to the process of making pottery.
Other classes being taught include tap dancing, stained glass, watercolor, and drawing. More courses will be available throughout the year. 3 art exhibits are in place at UNI's campus this month. Artist Sarah Krepp features her sculptural forms and mixed media paintings. A mixture of different forms are featured by artist Gary Noland. Another exhibit, co-curated by 2 UNI faculty, will feature Roman artifacts from UNI museums. The exhibits will be open from September 28th to October 24th.
The Cedar Falls Tourism and Visitors Bureau is currently accepting applications for community improvement projects. Local nonprofit organizations that improve the image of Cedar Falls or enhance the quality of life for its residents are invited to apply for funding. The application is due on Friday, October 30th. Eligible projects can include capital improvement like new construction, renovation, restoration, or special equipment purchases. Applications for community improvement and marketing grants may be obtained at the Cedar Falls Visitor Center. And 5 Iowa schools are named National Blue Ribbon Schools for Academic Excellence by the U.S. Department of Education. The schools include Whittier Elementary School, Ridgeview High School, Davis Elementary School, Sunnyside Elementary School, and Webster Elementary School. The award honors public, private elementary, middle, and high schools where students achieve very high learning standards and are making improvement in closing the achievement gap. The 5 Iowa schools are among 335 schools nationwide named 2015 National Blue Ribbon Schools.
A new order from Iowa's governor is aimed at bullies across the state. Governor Branstad announced a new executive order aimed at stopping bullying in Iowa schools earlier this week in Cedar Rapids. This new executive order involves a partnership with UNI Center for Violence Prevention. The CVP will broaden its partnerships in prevention and expand a multi-systematic approach to bullying and gender violence prevention in Iowa's schools and communities.
And as Joan Boehner prepares to leave the house, another member steps up.
Stay with us.
Whether you live in an older home or you're building a new one,
there are always ways to save energy and money.
And Mid-American Energy can help.
I needed better insulation. With Mid-American Energy, I got a $1,000 rebate, and I cut my energy bills by 50%.
With Summer Saver, Mid-American Energy pays us to control our AC.
And with all the programs we've used,
we're able to save money now
and be energy efficient for years to come.
The power's in your hands with Mid-American Energy.
Making life better, making life easy. We
The deadline to avoid yet another government shutdown is fast approaching. The major sticking point? Defunding Planned Parenthood. The president of the organization testified before a House Oversight Committee yesterday.
The battle over Planned Parenthood funding got heated on Capitol Hill.
I pulled those numbers directly out of your corporate reports.
Oh, excuse me, my lawyers are informing me that the source of this is actually Americans United for Life, which is an anti-abortion group, so I would check your source.
A series of heavily edited undercover videos prompted this House Oversight hearing. The makers claim it shows Planned Parenthood employees negotiating the sale of fetal tissue for profit, which is illegal.
The outrageous accusations leveled against Planned Parenthood based on heavily doctored videos are offensive and categorically untrue.
The hearing comes just one day before the deadline to avoid a government shutdown. Some congressional Republicans say they won't pass a measure to fund the government unless it includes a provision to defund Planned Parenthood.
I think it should require 60 votes to affirmatively begin spending money on Planned Parenthood. And this could all happen if we simply let it expire and then try to restart those parts of government that are working and that we want to continue.
Attempts to block the bill are expected to fail now that Speaker John Boehner has announced he's stepping down from his position and will work with Democrats to ensure funding.
Stand up for women's health.
Meanwhile, the fight over Planned Parenthood has spread well beyond Washington. In Los Angeles, more than 200 supporters rallied in what they called a National Pink Out Day. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
The Senate will vote on the government funding bill at 10 a.m. this morning. The House is expected to take action sometime this afternoon.
Kevin McCarthy says he will run to become the next Speaker of the House. The California Republican is currently the House Majority Leader. He sent an email to the colleagues in the House yesterday announcing that he's running for the position. No date has been set yet for the closed-door secret ballot election to select the next House Speaker. Current Speaker John Boehner plans to leave Congress at the end of October.
And now let's take a quick look at your weather.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body. And when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E, and the Health Center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
Love Your Melon is a national organization whose mission is to improve the lives of children battling cancer. Joining us now is Annie Busher, one of the people a part of Love Your Melon on Wartburg's campus. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
So can you kind of just give us some background about Love Your Melon and what it does?
Yeah, Love Your Melon is a for-profit organization that fights childhood cancer. They fund research for childhood cancer, and then they also support families who are going through it and are having financial troubles. So the money from the sales goes to both organizations that will help with that.
Okay. So who kind of brought this to campus, or what made you guys bring it to campus?
A sophomore, actually, Brianne Bader, kind of presented the idea to me. We both play volleyball together, and I've had a personal experience with a student at my high school who died of a brain tumor. And so she just kind of presented the idea and was like, what if we get this started on campus? And we're like, why wouldn't we? Like, it's such a great organization. We both have a personal connection to cancer, and I think it would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So what do you plan on doing with Love Your Melon on Wartburg's campus?
We plan to raise awareness first about childhood cancer, the risks, people that are involved in it, and how it truly affects the kids. It's so hard to imagine a life like that. But we also plan to raise awareness by selling our hats, baseball hats, beanies, stocking caps, and then other products that Love Your Melon sells. And then that money, like I said, goes to 2 different organizations. Part of the proceeds will go to funding childhood research for cancer, and then also for that financial support for families.
Okay, awesome. So I see your hat. Love it, by the way.
Thank you.
What other products do you guys have?
We have the beanies. We also have stocking caps for the winter time, so kind of like a summer-winter switch between the baseball and stocking. We also just got headbands, and then they sell totes and other products, but it's mostly the hats because we're trying to cap every kid with childhood cancer.
Yeah, super fun. So when you sell these, you get points, is that correct?
Yep.
And what do those points eventually get you?
Eventually, we will be able to go to a children's hospital, probably the University of Iowa, and we'll get to hand out hats, and we'll get to be with the kids and just kind of spend a day living the life of Love Your Melon and actually living it out and seeing the smiles and the joy on these kids' faces. So.
Definitely. So what impact do you want it to have with the students on Wartburg campus?
We just really want to raise awareness and let them know that childhood cancer is a big part of society, and maybe one day one of their kids might be going through this. But to have an organization that supports the family and supports the kid and the research and the future, it's so important to give back to organizations like that because you never know when you're going to be personally affected.
Definitely. So how can students get involved?
You can get involved. We actually are full. Our members, we have 20 members, but you can buy a hat. You can go to Love Your Melon online, and then at the end of your purchase, you can credit Wartburg College, and then that point will go towards our point total. Otherwise, Bree and I both have stock. We keep it in our room, but you can come and check out what we have in stock, and hats are generally about $30. So.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You.
What an awesome organization. To learn more about Wartburg's part in Love Your Melon, you can check out their Facebook page. And coming up after the break, we take a look at a glow-in-the-dark turtle. Stay with us.
What's next for your future?
Will it be worth it?
Will it lead you on a journey of discovery?
To embrace your passions.
Unlock your potential?
And realize your purpose.
With Wartburg, you can.
And you will, because you are worth it.
Wartburg. Worth it.
Schedule your campus visit and learn how Wartburg is worth it at wartburg.edu/worthit.
As Wartburg alumni, we're proud to support Knights Athletics. And as First National Bank employees, we're here to serve you first.
A glow-in-the-dark turtle off the Solomon Islands is blowing minds in the science world.
It's the first reptile ever seen with biofluorescence. That's the ability to reflect the blue light off the ocean as a different color. The video was captured in July by a New York scientist in the South Pacific Ocean. He was researching sharks and coral reefs with biofluorescence using a specially outfitted camera when this neon guy swam by.
Super cool. Thanks for watching Cedar Valley Today. Tune in tomorrow for more stories from the Cedar Valley.
And be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.